Okay, so we haven't even dropped the camper off yet. We just filled up the tank with water, and look what's across the street from us.
In Yellowstone.
In Yellowstone National Park.
Yeah. So the lady at the counter said, at your campsite, watch your stuff because the elk will steal stuff. Hats, shoes, they'll take off with it.
Okay, we have had a long day at Yellowstone, and we have so much to show you.
We've had a lot. We've done a ton. We saw Old Faithful this morning. We went to Grand Prismatic Spring Overlook.
Awesome, you have to do that.
You know, there was a lot of things that we had seen, and there were some drives that we wanted to do, like the Firehole Canyon Drive and Firehole Lake, and some others that we haven't done before because they were closed last time. And it's just the amount of wildlife and everything that we've seen has just been amazing.
Buffalo traffic jams.
Buffalo traffic jam, which is I think what we're in right now.
So we will show you how our day went. Way too close.
Too close.
So we went from dipping our buff into cold water, ice cold water,
100-degree weather
to toboggans.
Oh yeah.
And 30-degree weather.
Now, you know, we've been to Yellowstone before. We packed, but we were here later in the season, and we knew it was going to get colder. Everything that we looked at, so you know, whenever we were here, indicated that it wasn't going to get this cold. But cold front moved through. What are you going to do? It's rainy, overcast, and so, you know, if we hadn't, we've been to Yellowstone a few times before. If this is our first time, we might have been disappointed, but you know what? It's still going to be fun. We're still going to enjoy it.
Absolutely.
Already seen lots of wildlife.
Oh my gosh, yes. God's creation is beautiful no matter what. Rain, sun, doesn't
Definitely. So we're going to hit some spots that we haven't hit before, and we're standing by Old Faithful. We were here. We wanted to come by the store, and it was about to erupt. So we thought, hey, what the heck? We've seen it before, but it's fun seeing it with all the big crowds around.
We're all waiting on Old Faithful.
So while we're waiting on Old Faithful to erupt, just want to show you guys, and we'll share it on the screen, but this is the Yellowstone National Park app, NPS Yellowstone app. So very different than just the regular National Park Service app, one specifically for Yellowstone. And whenever you open it up, it has everything. I mean, it has the geyser predictions, live geyser predictions and everything. You can have a map. You can download it for offline use, so it'll show you where you are in the park and where what the sites are and the things are that are close to you. So shows you road closures, camping, whether the campgrounds are full or empty, or when they filled up yesterday. Has a lot of good information. Has some self-guided tour information on there. Haven't used it yet, but it's got like an audio tour where you can, as you're in you just put it on here. You can put headphones in it and listen to it while you're walking around. And it's got that on a whole bunch of them actually. So
we'll be checking those out.
Yeah, we'll be checking. We haven't really used it a whole lot yet, but we're.
So you definitely need to download it before you leave.
Yeah, download it. Yeah, download it before you leave. I mean, we have signal. I just downloaded it here. We're at Old Faithful, so you have enough signal here to download
with Verizon.
With Verizon, yeah. So.
AT&T, not so much.
Right. There it goes. The prediction app said 9:37. It is now 9:36.
That's crazy.
It got it pretty close. Pretty close. Big boy. So we just hiked the part of the Fairy Falls Trail to the Grand Prismatic Springs overlook. Really popular hike, but really beautiful along the way. As you can maybe see behind me, there's like a creek, and there's a bridge you have to cross back behind me and everything. And it was really a nice trail. Like I said, it was pretty crowded. It's funny. The Grand Prismatic Spring is definitely one of the it's one of the more famous attractions here at Yellowstone. And the boardwalk that takes you right up to it, it was pretty empty compared to this trail. I think, whenever you're on the boardwalk, you really don't get a good view of it, right? Because you're down at the same level. With this overlook, takes you up quite a ways above it, and really puts it in perspective and lets you get a really good view of it. Tip: wait for the sun. This is an overcast day, but there are some broken clouds. We waited, and man, when the sun hits on it, it makes all of the difference. So wait on the sun, especially if you're on a cloudy day. Wait on the sun, and stay up there if it looks like you're going to get a break in it, and you'll get a great view. Emerald Pool, Cliff Geyser. Super clear. See way down in there.
What happens is in winter we have 5, 10, 20 feet of snow. It lands all over the mountainscapes and then slowly goes down into the ground. As it goes down through our porous volcanic rock, it gets closer down to our 3-mile deep magma chamber. And that 3-mile deep magma chamber is what heats up this entire area. All of our thermal features that you're going to see in this area of the park are heated by that feature. And as the water gets down close to that 3-mile deep magma chamber, it gets heated. And then the water comes back up through cracks in the ground. And as the water wiggles its way up through the cracks in the ground, it picks up arsenic, mercury, lead, silica, and other minerals, and then pops out 200 to 1,000 years later, while ranging at a temperature of about 130 to 220 degrees sometimes, depending on what thermal feature you're looking at. So they can sometimes look very welcoming, but at the same time, I would not suggest saying hello.
No.
Up close.
No.
Really? Nice. Nice. That is a cool one, right?
Isn't
here on
it
the edge
awesome?
of the water. That one's super cool. So we are hiking the Brink of the Lower Falls Trail here at Yellowstone, and so it's like a 3/8 mile hike, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it's got like 600 feet of elevation gain in that time, so there's a lot of switchbacks. We're on our way up right now, which is why we're out of breath. But beautiful, awesome trail. Take your time getting both down and up, but it's worth it.
Yes.
Once you get down to the bottom, it is amazing. I mean, you're right at the point where it goes over the edge of the lower falls.
And you can feel the power under your feet from
Yeah.
this falls.
Definitely. So much water going over there. It's just amazing.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. And then the canyon in front of you is stunning.
Good stuff. doesn't it?
All right, so that wraps up our visit to Yellowstone. Thanks so much for coming along with us, guys. And be sure to hit the like and subscribe button, the bell for notifications, and we are headed
Idaho.
to Idaho.
So we'll talk to you then. We'll show you a little bit about what we're going to do in Idaho.